but lots of people work for this administration. This is an ongoing topic of conversation. I know there's a new law, but can you venture a conclusion, or will you offer a conclusion as to whether or not the Secretary broke the law, skirted the law, or complied with the law, based on what we know so far?
Yeah. Again, Major, the guidelines that are laid out under the Federal Records Act require that records that are maintained, that pertain to official government business, that do reside in one's personal email account, should be turned over to agency officials so that those records can be properly maintained and preserved.
Can you make a judgment as to whether or not you believe the Secretary's complied with that guidance?
Well, again, I know that Secretary Clinton's team has indicated that they complied with that guidance. I know that the the Department of State has made the request and has received what Secretary Clinton's team put together. But ultimately, it's the responsibility of those two parties to assess how and whether this is within the guidelines of what is required. But again, what Secretary Clinton's team has said is that they reviewed the emails and they took the emails that were related to her official work as the Secretary of State and sent them to the State Department.
For the public's benefit, in the name of transparency, will you call on the State Department to release these emails publicly, the non-classified ones?
Well, Major, I know that there are a number of these emails that have already, I don't know, well, first of all, I don't know that any of them are classified. But I know that a number of these emails have already been produced to Congress as it relates to a legitimate congressional oversight request. I don't know exactly what the rules are under the Freedom of Information Act for the State Department. But certainly, if you're interested in seeing those emails, that would be the avenue that I would recommend.
Back to Net. Yeah.